Welcome everyone. I am back. Today is July the 13th, 2022. We're going to talk about Microsoft today because guess what? It was announced. It was released on the news that they're going to lay off some people. Yeah, they're trying to restructure, re-strategize, the business. Yeah, right. Now, the question is, how should we interpret that information? As us looking at Microsoft stock, should we be buying the market? Should we be selling the market? What should we be doing? Well, I'm here to tell you all that if the news or the information that you're gleaning from doesn't line up with the price chart, then something is wrong with the information. The chart is never wrong. Charts don't lie. All right. So when you see that, if you see a divergence, if it's not matching with what the price is relating to us, then that information is not right. We should not be following the information. So we're going to talk about that today for Microsoft. So welcome everyone. Y'all appreciate my videos, my content. Go ahead and join me. Hit that like button. Should you also subscribe here to my channel. Now, before I get started, let me show you all what happened in the market in Microsoft since my last video. Okay, it was right here. This was the video right here on July the 3rd, 2022. We was looking for the price in Microsoft to go up. Now, you guys can see it. I'm not hiding anything from you. The market did go up in Microsoft, but take a look. Take a look. Look at how high the market went. I had this position right there, this horizontal line at $270. The market in Microsoft on July the 7th topped out at $269.06. So we were in the vicinity to know when the market in Microsoft would turn. Were you able to profit out the market in Microsoft here? Because if so, congratulations. If not, maybe you'll get another opportunity. We'll talk. Let's go ahead and get rid of this because we definitely need to talk into the market in Microsoft now. That would only been a measly 3.71%. If you were to get out the market yesterday on the last trade, you're down 2.36. Now, if we're expecting the price in Microsoft to continue to go down off of the news that came out yesterday, then that 2.36% is nothing because your losses is going to increase. And that is something that we do not push here. We're not going to continue to push buying stocks when stocks are clearly in a downtrend. So let's cut this. All right. So first, let's go to this article. It's from CNBC. All right. You guys can see it. Microsoft cuts a small percentage of employees as their new fiscal year begins. Now, the total cuts here at Microsoft only amounts to less than 1% of all their employees. Just less than 1%. So it's not really, detrimental, I guess you can say. But to those who are getting the pink slips, yeah, that does hurt. Now, technology companies, big and small, have slowed hiring plans or announced reductions in their workforce in recent months to withstand a possible economic recession. Now, check this out. These are businesses who create long-term goals and objectives. They just don't do things haphazardly at a whim. So if they're laying off employees, if they're not hiring, then it means that they're looking for a recession, not a possible economic recession. Sometimes you got to read in between the lines to see what's really going on. Now, the central bankers have tried to ward off a recession by raising interest rates, right? That shift has made investors less interested in growth-oriented stocks such as Microsoft, whose shares have declined about 22% since the start of the year, while the larger S&P 500 index is down 19% over that same time. Okay, so pretty much they're saying stocks going down. On Monday, technology industry research group Gartner estimated that PC shipments, all right, let's listen to this statement. A factor affecting Microsoft Windows operating system business fell nearly 13% in the third quarter, the most sluggish performance in 9 years, almost a decade, in part because of geopolitical issues. In 9 years. Microsoft last announced a round of layoffs in 2017, 5 years ago. So they haven't announced layoffs in about 5 years. Their estimated PC shipment fell nearly 13%, which is the most sluggish performance in about 9 years. What's going on? When you see this article, you will actually contemplate that, yeah, the market may actually be pretty weak in Microsoft. By all of this negativity, because I will take this article with a negative spin to it. I really don't see too much positivity from this article, right? So we should be able to see that off the price chart, because when people do research, when other people read this article, when they come in and look at the data, then they'll come in and say, I might need to sell my stock in Microsoft. Or they'll say, I'm not going to place money on the line in Microsoft yet because the market doesn't look bullish. I'm not seeing any bullish instances on the information that I'm seeing. So when we see the chart of Microsoft, keep that in mind, because here it is. Okay, so we should not be exactly surprised that the negative sentiment that we're seeing on CNBC article is not being seen on the chart. Okay, we all can see that, yes, price in Microsoft is in a downturn. Okay, it is what it is. Now, you're going to see people, Wall Street analysts and others, tell you to come in and buy this downtrend, because in the next 40 years, Microsoft's going to be a lot higher than where it is today. Okay, you're going to see that. Now, we already knew. We didn't require looking at the CNBC article to know that market in Microsoft is weak. We didn't have to know that, because this horizontal line represents just that the market is weak. It represents just that. And since we did not see price break outside of this horizontal line, we know that the market is still weak in Microsoft. Okay, we still know it. Looking at Microsoft on the 3-day time frame, you guys can see that we are literally just consolidating. Now we got earnings coming up end of this month. Couple of days, 9 days? Okay, let's do it 26th of July, 13 days. What do you think the market's going to do? Now, we are already seeing hints as to what people are thinking about this earnings release. We're already seeing it. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Well, I simply mean that these days, these 3-day price bars right here, okay, by its inability to break above $270, $272, tells us what the market is going to anticipate on its earnings already. Now, the market prior to earnings may fall to 248 to 244, right? We can see the market fall from now all the way to earnings down here, only just to move up higher because the earnings was positive. Yes, we can see that too. This is Microsoft on the 5-day. So when I circle this, we are not seeing a lot of positive information, right? The opportunity for the buyers in Microsoft to show us that they wanted to be bullish was here. Okay. We should have saw some follow through following this 5-day price bar. We did not get it. Look at these 3 5-day price bars. The market is still trending down. So the bullishness is not here in Microsoft. The chart is reflecting that. Look at this on the weekly. We have 2 days and 9 hours left, and I'm definitely going to be paying attention to see how this weekly price bar ends. Because if it looks the way that it looks right now in Microsoft, the long-term view is not positive neither. Look at this on a 2 weeks chart. This is even worse in Microsoft. The longer that we go out, the weaker the chart looks. Have you seen that? This is it on the 3 weeks. Okay. 5-week chart and the monthly. So I'm still seeing a weakness. The opportunity for us to see some bullishness, for us to see some buyers, for us to expect the price to go up, was when we had the opportunity to see the market in Microsoft break 270. $270 period is the most important number right now for those looking for the price to go up. And if we don't see that, Then we're going to head back down. 245, 240 initially. And then you guys have already seen the 3 months, right? And then look at this on the 6 months. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and put this back, because I am going to look for the price to go down. But I understand that Microsoft is a formidable player. A lot of people pay attention to Microsoft. A lot of people come in and buy this stock whenever it goes down because it's in a lot of people's portfolios. I understand. But I also understand that since the market could not break 270 to the upside, that a lot of the people, even though they may be talking, they ain't buying. So I'm going to look for the market to go down. Now, my first price target, it's not that far. I already understand. Buyers could show up around 250. So that will have to be a point for us to come in and profit. It's only 1.39%. Hey, and that's the only thing that the market's going to offer to us on this downturn, then we'll take it. Now, from the different longer term time frame, I could definitely see it go a little bit lower to like 240 again. And that gives us what, about 5%. So I'll do that there too. Okay. Now, outside of this 240, long term, let's not look at 230 because that's definitely a possibility. Long term. So let me push this out. Okay. No, let me just hold it till September. Put this on the daily so you all can see what I'm looking at and what my expectations are. Now, for me, everything is going to be contingent on 270. So even if we do see the price in Microsoft run up like this, and we still get rejected and come down, then my prediction of us looking for market move lower in Microsoft is still applicable. Okay, it's just that simple. So give me your thoughts. Tell me where do you think the market in Microsoft is headed. You guys have seen and heard what I think. That was your turn. Let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.